Notion stands out as one of the best tools for maintaining productivity, organizing tasks, and managing projects all in one place. But with so many features, some of the most useful ones can go unnoticed. That's why we've rounded up 20 Notion features you might not know about yet. These features can take your setup to the next level, which helps you stay organized and work more efficiently. So, let's walk through each feature step by step. First up is the Tabs feature, which lets you open multiple Notion pages at once, just like using browser tabs. It's perfect if you're managing multiple projects, like keeping a weekly planner, content calendar, and notes all open simultaneously. Simply click the plus sign at the top of your workspace to add a tab for each page. Tabs save you from constantly navigating back and forth, keeping everything easily accessible. If you're someone who needs quick access to various tasks, projects, or reference material, this feature is invaluable. It gives you the freedom to seamlessly switch between tasks without losing track. By organizing in tabs, you're keeping everything in one view, which makes your Notion experience way more efficient. Try this out if you need multiple pages open at once, and you'll see the difference immediately. Next, template icons automatically assign an icon to each new page in your database, creating a consistent, organized look. Imagine a to-do list where every task already has a checkmark icon or a meeting notes page with a calendar icon every time. To set it up, just create a new template in your database, add an icon, keeping your workspace visually organized. This feature is especially helpful if you want a polished look or if you create templates often. Not only does it look clean, but it also makes your workspace easier to navigate at a glance. We find it super useful for staying visually organized without the repetitive work. Another helpful feature is opening database pages in a centered view rather than the default side peek, which can feel distracting or cramped. If you prefer your pages fully focused in the center or full screen mode, this setting is easy to adjust. Just go to your database, click the three dots in the top right, then select Layout and choose Open Layout In. Pick either Center or Full Page, and now your pages open where you want them to. This option is great for detailed projects or notes that need your full attention, removing the sidebar clutter. With the page in full focus, you get a cleaner, clearer workspace to concentrate on. This setup is perfect if you're working with complex databases or long documents. It really improves readability and focus, which makes every page easier to navigate. Notion's column layout feature is ideal for organizing content visually, especially if you're structuring a main dashboard or complex project. You can create columns by dragging and dropping blocks side by side or using slash commands to set up placeholders for 2, 3, or more columns. For example, on a project dashboard, you could set up columns for tasks, deadlines, and notes, which lets you view everything at once without constant scrolling. It's a flexible way to move information around, helping you personalize your workspace for quick navigation. If you enjoy visually organizing data, this feature gives your workspace a clean, professional look without the fuss of separate pages. Plus, with columns, you can easily customize your view depending on your needs, creating an intuitive flow for everything important. Try it out to see how much more intuitive and efficient it feels to organize your pages with columns. If you're looking to keep your workspace clutter-free, hiding database titles is a small yet effective trick. Notion lets you toggle off the title for linked databases or databases embedded in other pages. This keeps the view clean, especially on dashboards where repeated titles take up unnecessary space. To do this, click on the three dots in the top right corner of your database, choose Layout, then switch off Show Database Title. For example, if you have several linked databases on one page, you can hide each title and enjoy a streamlined look. This is especially useful for minimalist setups or complex dashboards where visual simplicity is key. This simple tweak makes pages look neater and more professional without sacrificing any information. Give it a try if you prefer a clean, organized look with less distraction in your main workspace. Adding icons or cover photos through links is another quick trick for customization. Instead of downloading and uploading images every time, You can just copy a photos link and paste it into the icon or cover section. This is helpful if you're updating photos frequently or need quick visual adjustments. Just paste the link where you'd normally add an image, and Notion will fetch the photo for you. It's a faster way to personalize your pages, especially if you work on multiple templates or change themes often. However, keep in mind that the image will disappear if the link breaks, so use this for quick updates rather than permanent changes. It's a smart way to refresh your workspace quickly without the hassle of constant downloading and uploading. Try it to make your workspace feel personalized in just a few seconds. Notion lets you add color to Kanban boards, which allows for a more visually organized look that can separate statuses, priorities, or categories at a glance. Just go to your Kanban board, click the three dots, choose Group, and turn on Color Columns. Now, each column will reflect the color of its assigned tag, which makes it easy to spot categories or statuses without extra labels. This is particularly helpful if you're working on a project where different tasks have specific themes or urgency levels. For example, a content calendar could use different colors for drafting, reviewing, and published content, instantly showing your workflow's status. This visual distinction is great for larger boards where specific tasks need easy identification. It's a simple way to make your boards not only functional, but also visually pleasing, which makes it easier to locate what you need at a glance. A unique feature for those on Notion's free plan is the ability to add guests, which allows up to 10 people to access your workspace without upgrading. This is ideal if you're collaborating on projects or sharing travel plans with friends. To add someone, just click Share at the top of your page, enter their email, and they'll get access as a guest. This option is a lifesaver for small teams or family projects where you don't want to pay for multiple users. For instance, you could plan an event with a few family members or share a packing list with a friend. This is a great choice if you only need temporary access for collaborators or if you're a freelancer coordinating with clients on a project. It's a convenient way to work together without the cost of a full team account. Did you know you can customize bullet points in Notion? Instead of the default filled-in circle, you can switch to an open circle or square format, adding a unique touch to lists or notes. To change this, just click on the 6 dots next to your list, select List Format, and pick your preferred style. This might seem like a small change, but it's great for differentiating sections visually or organizing multiple lists. For example, we use squares for personal goals and open circles for professional tasks, which makes it easy to spot the difference at a glance. While it may not be a major feature, it's these little customizations that make Notion feel personal. It's perfect for anyone who wants a cleaner look or just enjoys a bit of variety in their layouts. Freezing columns in Table View is a huge help if you're managing large databases or spreadsheets within Notion. This function is common in traditional spreadsheets, but now you can use it here too. Freezing a column keeps it in view as you scroll horizontally, so you never lose track of key information. To freeze a column, right-click on it and choose Freeze Column. For instance, if you have a long list of tasks, you can keep the task name frozen while scrolling through details like deadlines and statuses. This feature is especially helpful in data-heavy databases, which ensures that you can always see the information you need without getting lost. It's an excellent addition for anyone working on big projects or handling detailed information where clarity is essential. Notion allows you to embed a whiteboard, which is great for visual brainstorming and collaborative planning. By using a whiteboard widget, you can draw, sketch, or create layouts directly within your Notion page. To set this up, visit a whiteboard site like whiteboard.com, copy the link from your browser, and paste it into Notion using the /embed command. It's an easy way to make your workspace interactive, especially for teams discussing layouts, mind maps, or ideas in real time. This is perfect for creative projects, where visual clarity helps connect ideas faster. Instead of switching between apps or relying on physical whiteboards, everything stays right in Notion, accessible anytime. This feature is ideal if you need a flexible visual tool to map out thoughts, plan project stages, or just experiment with ideas on the spot. Notion's built-in image editor saves time by letting you crop and adjust images directly in your workspace. After uploading an image, hover over it to see the crop button, and you can adjust the size and aspect ratio right there. It's especially handy if you want to add images without needing additional software. For example, in team profiles, you can crop images into circles to create a cohesive look across your pages. This tool includes various shapes, which makes it easy to format profile pictures, visual notes, or project images quickly. Not only does it cut down on time, but it also keeps your workspace polished and professional without needing to jump between apps. If you regularly add visuals to Notion, this editor will be a valuable tool, keeping everything consistent and visually aligned. Notion's calendar view customization offers more control over your calendar display, which lets you switch between monthly and weekly layouts or hide weekends for a cleaner look. Just go to your calendar, click the three dots, select Layout, and choose your preferred view. If you're managing a work calendar and don't need weekends, hiding them declutters your schedule instantly. This feature is particularly useful for people juggling personal and professional plans in Notion. For example, you might use a weekly view for work tasks and the full month for personal events. It's a simple yet effective way to make Notion's calendar better fit your specific needs, helping you stay organized and focused on what's relevant. We love it for the extra flexibility it adds to daily planning. Bulk icon changes in Notion are a great time saver if you need to update icons across multiple database entries. Instead of changing each icon one by one, you can select all the entries, click the six dots, and choose an icon for all of them at once. This is super useful if you're working with a large project database and need to apply a visual theme. For instance, if you're managing a project list, you could use a check icon for all completed tasks and a star icon for upcoming priorities. This saves time and keeps your workspace consistent with just a few clicks. It's a small feature, but it makes managing large databases so much easier, which ensures that everything looks polished and organized in minutes. Property descriptions are an underrated feature that makes databases clearer, especially when collaborating with others. By adding a description to a property, you help others understand what's expected, whether it's a time estimate, priority level, or specific tag. To add one, click on the column header, select the I icon, and type in the description. For instance, if you have a time tracking column, adding time and hours ensures everyone uses the same format. It's incredibly helpful when sharing databases with teammates, as it prevents confusion and improves data consistency. If you manage complex databases, property descriptions are a smart way to keep everyone aligned without constant explanations. They make your databases user-friendly and provide clarity, which is perfect for team projects. Relation Property Display lets you show more detail when linking databases, which makes connections clearer between related items. This is especially useful if you work with multiple databases that need to reference each other. To activate it, set up a relation property, click the three dots, and select which additional details you want displayed. For example, if you have a tasks database linked to a projects database, you can display the project status directly in your tasks view. This makes it easier to track progress at a glance, especially if projects and tasks are frequently updated. It's a great feature for anyone juggling interconnected tasks, helping you stay on top of projects without extra clicks or searches. It's a practical way to create a more dynamic, informative workspace. Button color customization in Notion allows you to add a pop of color to your pages, which makes buttons stand out for better visibility and organization. This is helpful for workflows where certain actions need quick access. To customize, click on the button, choose color, and pick a shade that fits. For instance, you can color code a button for a morning routine checklist to make it easy to locate and activate. This feature helps prioritize and organize your actions visually, especially on dashboards or main pages. If you want a functional, visually appealing workspace, try experimenting with button colors to mark different tasks. It's a quick adjustment that makes your layout more interactive and visually cohesive, helping you recognize key actions at a glance. The Unique ID property is incredibly useful for tracking specific database entries, especially in larger, team-oriented projects. By adding a unique identifier to each item, You can easily reference, search, or filter for it, which is helpful if database entries have similar names. To set this up, add the ID property to your database. For instance, in a project's database, each project can have its own ID, which makes it easier to reference in team discussions. This is helpful for keeping projects organized without confusion over names. It's also great for logging detailed data, as each ID becomes a reference point for future searches or updates. The unique ID feature is invaluable if you're managing large or similar datasets, which ensures smooth tracking and easy access. Page navigation arrows are a handy feature that lets you move quickly between pages in a database without needing to return to the main list. If you're working through tasks in a database, these arrows make it easy to open the next entry directly. This is especially helpful in to-do lists or project tracking, where you need to review or update items sequentially. Just open a page and use the up and down arrows at the top to switch between entries. It reduces clicks and keeps you in flow when working through multiple items. If you have databases with many entries to sort through, page navigation arrows are a small but effective way to save time, which makes it simple to focus on your list without interruption. Finally, the Today button on Notion's calendar lets you jump directly to today's date without navigating back through months or weeks. This is perfect if you've been scrolling through future dates or past events and want to return to the present day quickly. Just click Today, and it'll take you straight back to the current date on your calendar. This feature is especially helpful for time-sensitive projects or daily task tracking, which ensures you don't get lost in a sea of future plans. It's also handy if you're managing long-term projects with extensive planning across different dates. By clicking back to Today, you stay grounded in the present, which is a lifesaver for navigating complex timelines and keeping your tasks relevant. So those are our takes on the best 20 Notion features, each with its unique benefits. We hope this video gives you a good idea of the possibilities and helps you make the right choice for your needs. Let us know if you have any further questions or would like to share your thoughts in the comments below.